Hey, it's Greg with Key West Spice Company, and I am here today to introduce you to one of our great little favorite things. Everybody's heard of New England style lobster rolls. Down here in the Keys, we have a ton of shrimp and some of the best shrimp in the world. Key West pinks are amazing. So what we have is we have our Key West shrimp rolls. So real easy thing, something you can actually make ahead of time if you got people coming over. You can make this ahead of time. In fact, it's even better ahead of time because it lets the flavors kind of meld together. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with it. We're gonna take 1 pound of shrimp, and these are shrimp that I have peeled, deveined, and I have boiled these for about 2.5 minutes. These were 1620s, I believe they were. You can do whatever you want. If you want to cheat a little bit, they sell pre-cooked deveined shrimp. You can do it that way too. We have such an abundance of great shrimp down here. I just went ahead and got them and peeled and deveined and boiled them myself. So we're going to start with 1 pound of those. We're going to have our celery because of course that happens with a lot of stuff. And I know Donna just cringed when I said that. Because she doesn't care for celery. So we're gonna be pulling a little bit of this out of here, but we'll explain that a little bit later. We have 1 teaspoon of the Key West the Key West seafood seasoning. Great stuff. If you never had this, you gotta try it. You'll never do any other seafood seasoning again. We have 1 tablespoon of lime juice. We have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We have 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 1/3 cup of mayo. And I'll say something about mayo. Everybody has their favorite mayo. I know if you're up in North Carolina, the Carolinas, South Carolina, everybody loves Duke's. We use Hellman's. Don't use Miracle Whip. It's not mayonnaise. It's not going to work in this recipe. We have 2 tablespoons of butter that are softening. These are going to be for our rolls. And let's see, did I cover everything? I think I have covered everything. So we also have our top cut hot dog buns. I've gone ahead and toasted these on their sides, makes them a little bit nicer. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna butter that up. We have some bib lettuce. I have let that stay in the refrigerator for now because we don't quite need it yet. No sense bringing it out of the refrigerator, but when we go ahead and do the sandwich rolls, we'll make that happen. So let's get started. I have already, as you can see, diced, done not a super tough dice on that, but not fine, but not coarse. So what I'm gonna do with our shrimp is I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them up. I want them kind of in bite-sized pieces. I don't want it too big, I don't want them too small either.
So the Goldilocks.
Yeah, exactly, kind of right in the middle. And you know what, you're gonna use this how you want to. You know, how you feel. A little bit finer dice is gonna make it a little bit different. A little bit thicker dice is gonna make it a little bit more coarse. And I think that looks pretty good. What are you thinking there?
I think it does too.
Do 1 more chunk there. I think we've got everything. There's a big chunk there. I want to cut it down. So we're going to go ahead and put this in our bowl. Yum, yum. Gotta love that.
Can't wait.
Amen. Good stuff. More little spreading spoon. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this because I don't need it. I'm going to wash off my hands because we all know how important that is. Hands washed, dried, just because, yeah, I go through a lot of paper towels. I know it's not good for the environment, but it's my little comfort thing. So we've got our shrimp. Gonna add our mayo to this. Yuck, I hate that sound.
Me too.
Hate that sound. It's the same as sound as the one that got me, and I know kids nowadays don't get it, but the eraser board. Fingers on an eraser board. I know that's
Fingernails.
Fingernails on an eraser board. I know that's a lost thing now. So we've got our mustards going in here. Our salt. spread that around. Our lemon juice,
Yum.
our seasoning. Spread that around, and again, that was only 1 teaspoon. Get these all out of our way because we don't need that anymore. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the sandwich spreader to mix this up. And I wanna get it nice and mixed up good. Look at the, already looking good. We got a little bit of mustard right there. One of the things you can do actually is if you want, you can pre-mix the mustard, salt, pepper, spices, not pepper, the spices ahead of time. So there we go. That is coating everything super nice. Get that. That is really good. Yum, yum. So again, that looks like I've got it pretty much filled up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of this out of here just because we have somebody here that does not care for the, is that enough for you?
Yes.
For the celery. So I'm gonna set that aside.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna add my celery. This is just 2 stalks of celery. I like a lot of celery. I know it brings nothing but flavor. And there we go. So what we're gonna do with this is I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this with, and you can use as much celery as you want or as little celery as you want. That does look like quite a bit of celery in there now that I've pulled out a lot, but that's okay. So I'm gonna cover this with saran wrap. And I've got a wonderful little Wraptastic. If you've never had one of these, this is an amazing tool. I know it's tough to come by, but look at that. And sealed up. So this is gonna go in the refrigerator. Just gonna let it sit in there. You can let it sit in there for a couple hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, something. Again, like I said, you can make ahead of time. If you got a lunch or dinner you want to impress people with, a pool day, a boat day, that sort of thing works great for. We're going to set this in the refrigerator just for an hour or so, just to let it meld together. You don't have to. You could actually pack those rolls right now if you wanted to. But again, we're going to just let it sit for a little while and kind of meld together and absorb together before we go ahead and finish these off. As always, please like and subscribe to our videos. Say hello to Little Miss Cosette, who is thinking that some of the shrimp is going to land on her lap. It is not, because Cosette is not going to let that happen. Anyway, we will be back when we get ready to stuff the rolls. Hey everyone, we're back here and we're a little bit later, so everything has kind of rested in the refrigerator. So there is our with celery and our without celery.
Yum, yum.
Exactly which one is better. So I've got some of the green leaf lettuce that I had. You can use bib lettuce, any kind of leaf lettuce works well. I've gone ahead and pre-buttered a couple of these rolls, so I'll go ahead and do this one. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the butter, and remember I did toast the outside of these. So we're just gonna spread a little bit of butter, because everything's better with butter, right?
That's what they say.
So we're just gonna some softened butter. Bit of that, so it's out of our way. So go ahead and take another one and put a little bit of lettuce in there. A little bit of crunchy lettuce, and I'll do a couple without. So I'm gonna go ahead and, boy, doesn't that look good? Take a spoonful of that, and I'm going to just pack it right in there. That looked great. And again, this is something that you can make up ahead of time, because the flavors will just get a little bit better and better as they meld together. So there we go. Got a little bit more there. That needs a little bit more. And this recipe you can double up, triple up, quadruple up, whatever you want to do. But again, this makes a nice 4 or 6 depending on how stuffed you want to make your rolls.
And if you have some lemon,
And a little bit of lemon juice on
you can
top of
just
those
squirt some lemon on there.
would be nice. And also the pro tip, do a little bit of sprinkle.
At the end.
Oh, a little bit too much on that one, but that's all right. There we go. A little bit at the end. So again, this is our Key West Key West seafood seasoning, and the Key West shrimp roll. Wonderful, wonderful. So anyway, again, as usual, please like and subscribe to our videos. It does help us out a lot. Please let us know if you've tried this recipe, because we love to hear feedback. And if you like it a little bit more lemon, a little bit less lemon, you can. A little bit more the Key West seafood seasoning, you can. A little bit less, you can. You can play with the ingredients. A little bit more Dijon mustard, a little bit less Dijon mustard. All depends on you. Play with the recipe, have some fun with it. And of course, please like, subscribe, and most importantly, order from KeyWestSpiceCompany.com.
He's still gonna dance.
I am going to dance at one point or another, and little Miss Cosette
Is going to dance too.
also. Cosette, are you going to dance for Daddy? She says, no, I'm waiting for my lobster, my shrimp roll. Anyway, have a great night or a great day, everybody. Take care.